ever after if the shoe fits. My magic mirror might be broken. I have a magic mirror in my basement and I'm going to use it. Jonah's hands hover in front of the mirror. Ready? Oh yes, I'm definitely ready. I've been trying for 3 days. 4 nights ago, Jonah and I accidentally got sucked through the mirror and landed in Snow White's fairy tale. Well, technically we landed in the kingdom of Zamel. Rhymes with camel. That's where Snow White lives. If I known we were going to Zamel, I never would have worn slippers and pajamas. I would have worn jeans, a cute sweater, and sneakers. But I didn't even know where we were until we'd already messed up Snow's story. But don't worry, everything ended up fine. Different, but fine. I did leave my slippers and pajamas at Snow's though. The slippers were pretty beaten up anyway, but the pajamas were my favorite pair. Snow borrowed them one night and loaned me a skirt, and a top. Getting my pajamas back isn't the only reason I want to visit Snow. I also want to know why Mary Rose, the person who lives inside our magic mirror, sent me and Jonah in the first place. There has to be a reason, right? And why did the magic mirror in Snow's bedroom tell us not to tell our parents about what happened? Jonah and I decided to find out. When we got to Zamel, the mirror had sucked us inside at midnight. So the night after we got home, I set my alarm for 11:51. I put on jeans, a sweater, sneakers. I woke up my little brother Jonah. He put on jeans, a sweatshirt, sneakers. We crept down the 2 flights to the basement and closed the door behind us. Jonah knocked. He knocked again. Then he knocked once more. 3 times, just like the first time. But it didn't work. We stood there waiting, but nothing happened. No swirling, no hissing, no opening up its big mirror mouth and swallowing us whole. The next night, we tried again. We got up close to midnight, put on jeans, sweatshirts, sneakers, crept down to the basement, knocked and knocked again. Knocked a third time. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Tonight is night number 3. Everyone knows there's a charm, especially when dealing with fairy tales. So here I am in the basement again. Jonah's fist is up against the mirror again. Ready? I say. I brace myself. Here we go. It's going to work. I know it is. Jonah knocks once, twice, 3 times. No swirling, no hissing, no nothing. I stomp my sneakers. But I don't get it. Jonah sighs in disappointment, and his skinny arm falls to his side. Do you think it's broken? I peer at the antiquated mirror. It looks the same as it did when we first went through it. It's twice the same size as me. The glass part is clear and smooth. The frame is made of stone and decorated with carvings of small fairies with wings and wands. It's attached to the wall with heavy Frankenstein bolts. We just moved to Smithville and into our new home a few months ago, and the mirror came with the house. I used to think the mirror was creepy. I guess it's still kind of creepy. But it's not just creepy. It's also fun. It's magic. It doesn't look broken, I say, seeing my brother and myself in the reflection. Jonah's brown hair is short and kind of messy, standing up in different directions. Mine is shoulder length and wavy, but still neat. Let me try it, I add. I knocked once, twice, 3 times. The room is still. Hello? Mary Rose, are you there? I know I said Mary Rose lives inside the mirror, but truthfully, I'm not sure. All I know is that Mary Rose has something to do with the mirror, I think. I really don't know much. I sigh. Maybe we imagined the whole thing. No way, Jonah says. We were there. I know we were. We met Snow. We ate her stew sandwiches. Yum! I wish Mom and Dad would make them one night for dinner. I snort. First of all, Snow stew sandwich were gross. And second, the likelihood of Mom and Dad trying a new recipe these days is very unlikely. Like one in a band. They haven't cooked in weeks. We've ordered pizza for the last no, make that a 3 nights in a row. Don't get me wrong, I like pizza. What 10-year-old doesn't like pizza? What adult doesn't like pizza? Jonah loves pizza. Even though he insists in dipping the crust in ketchup, which is totally gross, but 3 nights in a row is extreme. What happened to cooking? What happened to meatloaf? What happened to salad? My parents used to cook all the time. Before we moved to Smithville, they had time to cook them. Now they work all the time. They're large and just started their own firm. I keep telling them I'm old enough to do the cooking, but they won't listen. Just because I nearly burned down our house when I put my socks in the toaster one time, what can I say? I wanted toasty socks. They won't even let me near the washing machine, which makes no sense. Fine, I used too much detergent and turned the laundry room into a bubble bath, but also only one time. I yawn. Let's go back to bed. But I want to have an adventure. Maybe the mirror can take us to other places too, like Africa or Mars or Buckingham Palace. We've tried 3 times, Jonah. We can't do this every night. We're growing kids. We need our sleep. He twists his bottom lip. Just one more try. I let him try one more time, even though I know it's not going to work. I am 3 years older than he is. I know these things, and I'm right. Of course I'm right. I'm always right. I march him up the stairs, back up to the top floor, and steer him toward his room. He kicks off his sneakers and plants his face on his bed. Back in my room, as I change back into my second favorite pair of pajamas, I can't help but wonder if we really did imagine the whole thing. But wait, my jewelry box is sitting on my dresser, and on the lid of my jewelry box are illustrations of fairy tale characters. Snow White is right between Cinderella and the Little Mermaid. Snow is definitely not wearing her puffy dress. She's wearing my lime green pajamas, which means it really did happen. So why isn't the mirror working? Chapter 2. No more cereal, please. Blah, grumble, blah. Yes, I'm cranky this morning. Why? 1, I'm tired from last night. 2, I'm having cereal for breakfast again when there is a full carton of eggs in the fridge. 3, I have nothing to wear because all my clothes are dirty. It's not like I need a hot breakfast all the time, but the eggs are going bad tomorrow. I know because I checked the carton. Are my parents ever going to cook them? Why did they bother buying them? And the laundry. They haven't done the laundry in more than a week. What is up with them? I'm down to my monkey underwear, I say, shifting uncomfortably. My mother should know what this means. I have 2 pairs of monkey undies, and I never, ever wear them unless I absolutely have to, since I'm not a fan of wedges. I should have just throw them out, of course. If I had throw them out, then I'd have to go to school wearing dirty undies. Yuck. What I really need is for A, my parents to take me shopping, or B, for them to do laundry. But it's not like either will happen since they barely have time to brush their teeth. Seriously, I think my dad forgot to brush his teeth this morning. His breath smells like last night's pepperoni. My mom ruffles my hair. Sorry, honey, I'll try to get to the laundry tonight. If I run out of laundry, can I wear my Spider-Man bathing suit under my jeans? Jonah asked. No, sweetie, Dad said. You won't be comfortable. Like wedgies are comfortable. It's the end of the day and I'm in bed, and I'm not happy. Number 1, we had pizza for dinner again. forget smelling like pepperoni, I might turn into a pepperoni. 2. No one did the laundry tonight. I'll have to wear my second pair of monkey underwear tomorrow, which means I have a wedgie again. And after that, shudder, shudder, it's dirty, undies for me. Jonah, who's supposed to be asleep since his bedtime was an hour ago, pops his head into my doorway and whispers, "See you at midnight." I purse my lips. Fine, I'll try again, but it's not like I expect it to work. I bet it does, he cheers. And what are you basing that on? The fact is that it hasn't worked for the past 3 days. I ask in my bed Laura's voice. I'm going to be a lawyer when I grow up. Not because I want to be a lawyer, because I want to be a judge. You have to be a lawyer before you can be a judge. That's the rule. For the record, when I'm a lawyer, I'm still going to do stuff like laundry and cook. It has to work at some point, Jonah reasons. I'm setting my alarm. I flop my head back to my pillow. Fine, so will I. I will humor my brother and return to the basement. But this is the last time. After tonight, the mirror is dead to me. Enough is enough. Abby, wake up, let's go. I open one eye, then the other. Doesn't my brother know that he's supposed to knock? That's the rule. My alarm rings and I reach out to turn it off. Grumble, so not in the mood. But I swing my leg over the side of the bed anyway. Aren't you changing? Jonah asks. He's wearing jeans and a red sweatshirt, sneakers. Nope. I'm staying in my pink pajamas with purple polka dots. Not anything I'd ever be caught in outside my house. But I'm not worried. It's not like the mirror is going to work. Okay, here's a secret thing. Have you ever heard the expression, "A watched pot never boils"? My nana says it all the time. I mean, if you're waiting for something to happen, it won't. But if you don't wait, it will. Like when you're waiting for your friend to call you back and you stare at the phone, hoping it'll ring, it doesn't. But if you go off and do your homework, before you know it, your friend calls and yay, interrupts you. So here's what I'm thinking. What if this is like that? When I get all dressed up, expecting the mirror to let me in, it doesn't work. But if I wear the most ridiculous pajamas I have, the only one that happens to be clean, then the mirror will think I'm not expecting it and will finally let us in. I shove the thought back down deep inside my brain. If the mirror knows I'm trying to trick it, then my trick isn't gonna work. La 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 la, no tricks here, just wearing my ridiculous pajamas and sneakers, no choice. The basement floor is cold and my slipper is still at snows. I climb down the stairs with Jonah. I close the basement door. We stand in front of the mirror. Jonah knocks once. He knocks twice. Ready? He asks. Whatever, I say, trying to sound bored. He knocks the third time. Thrice. Ha! Isn't that a funny word? It sounds like a kitchen utensil to make an egg really fluffy. I need to use that thrice, except no one in my house eats eggs anymore. Abby, it didn't work. I say, let's go back to bed. I'm tired. But Abby, maybe we did just imagine the whole thing, even the jewelry box. Or maybe Mary Rose left town. Maybe she came with us to Snow's story and stayed there. Maybe Abby. What? Jonah's pointing at the mirror. Look! I look. It's spinning. It's hissing. It's turning purple.